Which one of the following is not the basis of 5 kingdom classification? As you all know that there are 5 kingdoms which is classified as the knowledge accumulated in biology time to time. And for classification of all these organisms into 5 kingdoms has used several criteria which include the body organization like prokaryotes or eukaryotes, and maybe autotrophic or heterotrophic, that is mode of nutrition, and then ecological role, so on and so forth. So, there are so many criteria used for classification of all living organisms into 5 kingdoms. So, based on this let us take up one question. So, which one of the following not the basis of 5 kingdom classification? Option A, cell structure, option B, body organization, option C, reproduction, option D, reserve food material. When you look at the option A, the cell structure may be prokaryotic or eukaryotic, that is one of the basic criteria used for classification of all living organisms into 5 kingdom classification. And option B is body organization. The body organization may be in the form of colonial form, filamentous, multicellular, etc. That also one of the criteria used for classification. And option C is the reproduction. So, reproduction is whether the organisms have mitosis or meiosis, or there is a gamete formation or absence of gamete formation also was considered for classification. And option D is reserve food material. So, reserve food material is not a basis for classification of all organisms into 5 kingdom classification, and hence the correct option in this particular question is the option D, that is reserve food material. Dear students, when you consider the protozoans are unicellular animal cells. They are placed under the kingdom Protista. The protozoans are classified into 4 classes that based on the locomotory organs they have. So, that is amoeboid protozoans, ciliated protozoans, sporozoans, and then there are flagellated protozoans. Now, based on this let us see one question. The causal organism for the African sleeping sickness is option A, Trypanosoma cruzi, option B, Trypanosoma rhodensiens, option C, Trypanosoma tangella, and option D is Trypanosoma gambiense. As you know that the classification of these protozoans, one of the classes is the flagellated protozoans. So, to the flagellated protozoans belongs to one organism, that is the Trypanosoma gambiense. Now, in this particular question, the causal organism for African sleeping sickness is caused by the option D, that is the Trypanosoma gambiense. It is being transmitted by sese fly as a vector, and hence the correct option in this particular question is the option D, that is Trypanosoma gambiense. Dear students, Carolus Linnaeus introduced naming of organisms based on the scientific pattern. So, that is called binomial nomenclature, and this scientific name can be referred to by the whole world, because there are a lot of common names being referred to a single species that causes a lot of confusion. That is why the scientific name is in place that was proposed by Carolus Linnaeus, and that is called binomial nomenclature. See, the binomial nomenclature include giving 2 names to an organism. The first name is the genus name, the second name is the species name. and the genus name starts with a capital letter, species name starts with the small letter, and there will be a space between the genus name and the species name. So, you already studied the rules and advantages of binomial nomenclature in the chapter biological classification. So, based on this, let us take one question. Linnaeus evolved a system of nomenclature called option A, monomial nomenclature, vernacular nomenclature, C, binomial nomenclature, D, polynomial nomenclature. When you consider option A, mononomial nomenclature is every organism has a single name, that is only genus name. So, that is not in place and is not accepted also. And option B is a vernacular nomenclature. So, vernacular nomenclature is the common name being referred to a same species by different languages. So, it has a lot of confusion because there may be lot of vernacular names to the same species and two different species may be referred by the same vernacular name. And option C is binomial nomenclature. So, binomial nomenclature proposed by Carolus Linnaeus. So, it consists of two names, that is names in two words, that is genus and the species name. And option D is polynomial nomenclature. The organism will be given two different names and that can be referred by two different names. Now, in this particular question, the Linnaeus evolved a system of nomenclature called the binomial nomenclature, and hence the correct option in this particular question is the option C, that is binomial nomenclature.